Hello everyone, welcome back. Well, I had actually started off recording a Max Peating Rods video, but it didn't quite go as planned. I think me and Jack from Max Peating Rods had a little misunderstanding. Nobody's fault, just like I said, a misunderstanding. And what he sent me wasn't what I was expecting to receive, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm still figuring that out. I'm hoping that we can work that out so I can still make that video. But I decided, since I can't make that video and I have time today, I'm gonna make an update video for you guys just to catch you up to speed on all the projects and everything, because there's been a lot going on that I haven't even updated you guys about. We have some new projects that I want to show you. Trust me, this is not a flex. Most of these cars, well actually all of these cars are just giant piles of crap, but that's what I like to work on. So there's just a lot that's happened over the last couple months, and I just want to catch you up to speed so when we do start working on projects, it'll all make sense and y'all will just be up to speed. So it's actually windy today. The wind's blowing this way, so I put all the projects in front of the back shop, so the shop's basically blocking the wind. I hope that helps, because I know that wind noise is really annoying. Like, it hasn't even been windy, but then the one day I want to record something outside, it's like, oh, time to be windy. So that's annoying. Real quick, there is something I want to update y'all on in this shop. Since y'all don't care anyway, I can tell by how the video went that I made, but if y'all remember the blue BRZ, I made a video on that. Didn't get a lot of views, but that's okay. I just want to throw it out there and see what it would do. But we actually sold that car recently to RPM Garage, and you know, it was a great transaction. We were sad to let it go. We purchased that car back in 2015 and we built it basically twice, Ron and I together, but we enjoyed it. We blew up the stock motor, we built the motor, we enjoyed it again with the turbo, but we decided it just made sense to let it go. As y'all know, Subarus, once you start modding them, they get expensive, and we just want to focus on our old Honda clunkers because we actually just enjoy working on them more. And, well, not more per se, but our passion for EFs has really grown, and we just wanted to focus on those, and they're a lot cheaper to work on, so we thought it was a good move for us, and I don't think we have any regrets. We're a little sad just because you know, all the memories with that car, all the blood, sweat, and tears. We're just happy to move on. But with that being said, Ron just couldn't get away from the 86s, so he actually took on a project. It's actually his friend's car. Y'all can see it in the background there. It's a FRS. Is it a 20? I think it's a 2013 FRS, and they're actually going to do an LS swap on that, and it's in the works, but he's just been taking it apart, getting it ready. They have a new subframe for it. It's powder coated a really beautiful blue color. Yeah, so just a little at a time. It's not gonna be a rush project, but they are gonna build an LS swapped FRS, so that's exciting. It's a new thing for us. We've never done it before. We've never LS swapped anything, but you know, we just wanted to help our friend out. Yeah, I said Ron's friend, but it's actually our friend. He's a really cool guy. He's awesome. He likes Hondas too. He has a really cool, is it a TSX? Yeah, TSX wagon. It looks so nice. And he's just a really cool guy, and we're just excited to help him build this project and so he can have a fun little race car. So yeah, that's the update for down here. I'll go take y'all out back and show y'all all the new projects and explain what we've been doing lately. So yeah, let's go ahead and head out there. Alright, you guys, I'm in the back shop now. That's where the CRX, my CRX, and the hatch have been chilling. In front of me are a lot of junk cars that I'm about to show you. It's really crazy because, like, we brought the other cars back here, so they would all be back here, and like, it's a little overwhelming to see all these cars. It's a lot, but alright. Are y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Alright, where do I even start? Well, I guess there's EK hatch right behind me, so I guess we'll start there. Okay, so this is an EK hatch shell that I found on the marketplace. You know, it's weird. I've been buying a lot of cars on the auction, but lately, man, the marketplace finds are just whoo lately. So this thing, it's kind of a piece of crap. I didn't pay a lot for it. I do already have a plan for it, but first I just want to show y'all around it so y'all can see how crappy it is. Let's just rip this bumper off real quick. Y'all see how there's all these screw holes and then these screw holes? Because the freaking tab doesn't even line up. So basically, the core support had been replaced, but then they messed it up again. You see how the middle is like pushed up? Well, it's the same way with the top part of the core support. The lighting will adjust. You see how the top of it like goes up? So the hood like won't even latch without, I don't even know if we got it to latch at all. Did we? I don't know, guys. It's gonna need a new core support, and that core support was already replaced. It does have a clean title, but that don't mean nothing. You know, this reminds me of those stickers they put on your car when it's like abandoned, and like they're like, if you don't move this car within 24 hours, we'll tow it. I don't know if that's what that really was, but that's what it reminds me of. We got quite a big dent right here. The interior, it has the typical window regulator problem. Most EKs have that problem. I don't even have a freaking handle to roll the window down. It did come with the NRG quick release, so that's cool. It has an automatic cluster in it for some reason, but it is a manual shell. I don't know if it was, no, I'm pretty sure I looked it up and it was factory manual, I think. Oh, I didn't even know the grill was back there. But yeah, there's the interior. The headliner is gone, just the foam is there. Oh, we don't even have little levers to pull, or the little plastic parts. I meant to give this thing a freaking bath, but I forgot, so we'll probably take it on the trailer to the car wash so I can try to scrub some of this crap off of it. So another issue with this car, oh come on, oh, I think someone has to pull up on the hatch while I pull the lever before it'll open. I wanted to show you the damage where the, I'm just gonna have to find a way to open this. Hold on. Okay, Ron conveniently came out here while I was trying to figure this out. So yeah, you have to pull the freaking lever while somebody else pulls on the hatch before it'll open. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but it's all mangled, and you can see and hear it's just kind of a mess. I don't really know how that would happen, but as you can tell, the bumper doesn't line up with the holes on the bracket. It's all like pushed in under there, because when it's fully closed it still has this gap where I can fit my whole pinky in there. On this side I can't really. I can fit it like that, but not really. It appears, I think the other side's actually worse, I'll show y'all, but they like rolled and pulled the fenders, or the rear quarter panels. They didn't do a great job. This one doesn't look as bad. A little bit of body damage there, some damage there. The fender doesn't fit great. Yeah, this one is like not good. Like you can see all the ripples, and then they didn't heat it up when they did it, I guess, so all the paint chipped off, so it's just like rusted right there. It's kind of a mess, guys. But like I said, it was cheap, and if I wanted to I could like sell these HX wheels for $200, and then I really wouldn't have much in it. But here's a far away shot so y'all can get the full effect. So this shell, my plan for it is actually a B-swap. I bought a wrecked Integra off the auction, and I picked it up yesterday. But once we got on the trailer and I could actually see under it, I noticed that the transmission was like, a big chunk of it was missing on the bottom. I guess it happened in the wreck, or maybe the forklift driver, when he was trying to put the forks under it, maybe he hit it. I don't know, but that kind of sucked because I paid kind of a lot. Not like a lot, but I paid a good amount for the car because, you know, I was like, well, you know, it's a full swap right there. But it's a B20B non-VTEC, obviously, with the stock LS Integra transmission. So that's what I'll be throwing into this. Hey, I got a question. Are you running VTEC in your car? What car is he talking about? I got a lot of cars. But anyways, we're just gonna drop the B20 in here, and I do plan to probably resell the car. Obviously, when I sell it, I'll try to clean up as best I can, but I'll definitely mention all the issues with the body. I'm not trying to get rich off of it. I just wanted to get the car running and, you know, make it a sellable car. So that is the plan for that. Now, since we're in the category of the EKs, I got an EK coupe. It's a EX manual. It runs and drives. I actually didn't buy this car intentionally at all. it just kind of happened. So you know, I'll just explain to y'all. Maybe I should show y'all the CRX so this will make more sense. Okay, well y'all like EFs anyway, so let's pause on the EK and let's check these babies out. 2 new CRXs were added to the family. Ron actually bought these cars. I've fully converted him to Hondas now, and he has more CRXs than me. He has 2, I only have 1. What the heck? So I wanted to talk about this white one real quick. We'll get to the red one, but the white one is actually the one that we went to go look at the other day. Unfortunately, this amazingly sweet, like, lovely person, she lost her husband in a helicopter crash not too long ago, I think in May. And these were her husband's cars, and you know, she doesn't know anything about them. She's just ready to get rid of them because she really doesn't have a lot of space at her house. So we went to go look at this car, and she gave us a good deal on it too. Very appreciative of that. But while we were there, that is when I saw the EK coupe sitting, you know, in the backyard as well. And I was like, hey, is that for sale? She's like, yes. I was like, how much you asking? She's like, 600. She didn't know anything about it, and we ended up starting it up. Just put the jump box on, it started right up. It starts a little weird, y'all might see when I start it here in a minute, but it runs really smooth, so no complaints there. I gave her the 600 that she was asking. This one, it doesn't run. We didn't get to try to start it because the battery terminals, the positive and negative cables were missing, and like some stuff was unplugged and some stuff's loose, so I'm not really sure what he was in the middle of doing to this car. She said she thinks it may have had a transmission problem, so I'm not sure if he was in the middle of taking the transmission out or putting it in. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna find some terminal cables and see if we can try to turn it over, see if it'll run. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. So this one is a 88 HF manual stock motor, I think. Probably been sitting a while, but it's, you know, it's not perfect. It's been wrecked before. I'll show y'all the core support. Let me sit this down so you can tell that the front end's been pushed in and pulled back out. It's a little mangled, the core support, but you could tell the AC line got pushed back as well. But other than the front end, the car's pretty clean. The body, it does have this one rust spot right here, and I haven't found any other rust on the car yet, but we haven't done like a full, you know, we haven't dived into it yet. We basically bought it and put it here, and we haven't touched it since, but that's all the rust that I've found. The quarter panels are perfectly straight. I don't even think there's any dents on them. Here's the booty. It's pretty clean as well. And then this side, this quarter panel is really clean as well. So let's check out the interior. Door panel's not perfect, but it's there. I love that the 88s don't have, or the HFs. 88, is it the 88 HFs only or 88s in general? I don't know. But they don't have the door mounted seatbelts. I hate door mounted seatbelts. My freaking SI has it. It sucks. But yeah, the seat's a little crusty, but that's typical. It has 367,000 miles. Typical broken climate control. Blue interior. Headliner's pretty clean. It's missing the rear interior for the most part. It at least has that panel. But it's not that big a deal for us. The roof is clean. Windshield's cracked. But it's all pretty much complete. So here's the motor. D15B6. Is that what that says? But yeah, as you can see, like the trans bolt for the mount is loose, and like the one in the back is loose, and just some stuff is disconnected, and there's no battery terminal ends or cables, and so we don't really know if it runs or not, but we just kind of scooped it up for the shell either way. I know it's not the greatest shell, but it's not like CRX shells are getting any easier to get, so we just kind of jumped on it. The front end, like I said, needs some work. I'll probably just order the clear corner lights for it, because that's what I do. Clear corners and bumper lights. That's what I do for all my cars. But yeah, so we're just going to try to get it running, see if it'll run. If not, we'll just kind of go from there, I guess. There's just one of those marketplace finds where you just kind of jump on it. So anyways, back to this car. So she said that this was her husband's daily driver. So she said she knows that it did run, but he just, I forgot why he stopped driving it. But she said that she did remember he was doing something wiring related to it, but she doesn't know what. And the interior I'll show y'all in a second. Like, he had some of the plastic panels off and it looks like he was messing with the wiring, but as far as I know, everything works, but I haven't tested everything. This is kind of another one of those cars where we just got it home like 2 days ago and just put it here and we haven't messed with it yet. It does have a lot of hail damage. As y'all can tell, this hood is hammered. And if it wasn't for that, this thing would be pretty clean. Like, the body lines are pretty good. The paint's actually decent. It's faded on the rear quarter, but there's still a lot of panels that are really shiny. Of course, the windshield's cracked. Ooh. But yeah, here goes the faded paint. But still, it's not bad. Like, it's all stock. There's a pretty hefty dent there. Pretty nice car though. Lots of hail dents all along the top here. And this fender unfortunately did get dented in. I guess somebody opened the passenger door and the door caught the fender and pushed it in. That and the hail damage is like the worst thing, other than the windshield, but that's not really that big a deal. Let me show y'all the interior. This door panel's basically toast. But that's typical with the EKs. But as you see, he had some of the panels off here and he was doing something, but all the panels are back here. So I'm just gonna start messing with this soon and see what works and what doesn't. Overall, the interior is pretty clean. I just need to get the panels back on it, but everything's here. It's pretty complete. Manual has 361,000 miles. I'm gonna pop the hood for you guys. Ugh. Is that a magic carpet? What the heck is that? Ugh. Stock motor. I don't think this thing has ever been in a wreck. There's like no signs of any core support damage or anything. Looks like the factory core support. It has the D16Y8 with the VTEX. Looks like he did some wiring stuff over here and also here. Oh, the wind decided to blow this way now, guys. My luck. I'm not sure why the power steering lid's off. Oh, I guess because it's empty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the jump box on here and start it up for you guys. This car, I'm actually probably just gonna clean it up, tune it up, and see what all it needs and try to get it fixed up so I can flip it. Because, you know, I bought it just because it was a good deal and it runs and drives, but I don't really need an EK coupe. I don't really have any use for it. My camera cut off, but anyways, I got the jump box hooked up, so I'm gonna start it up for you guys if the key's still in here, which it should be. Oh, it's beeping. Ah. Ow. What the hell? Let's see if it'll start up weird. It kind of does sometimes. I don't know if it'll do it right now. Let's see. Oh, no. Started right up that time. But look how smooth this motor runs. If y'all can hear over the stupid wind. It's so quiet. It just runs so smooth. It doesn't smoke, so that's good. I think this is a good little car. I'm really glad I scooped this thing up. I think I saw the headlights come on, but I don't really see the dash lights, so I don't know if those work or not. The radio time thing is on, so I'm not really sure why he was doing wiring stuff. Let's give her a couple little baby revs to see how she sounds. Listen. Sounds pretty dang good if you ask me. This should be an easy flip. Whew, it's hot out here. So yeah, that's that little flip car, and y'all saw that EK hatch. Y'all saw the white CRX. I guess I'll go ahead and show y'all the red CRX. So Ron basically bought this car because he wanted to match me. It's the same year as mine, which is, I guess, a 90, if I'm not mistaken, or is it a 91? Maybe it's a 91. 91 CRX SI, got the sunroof that doesn't work. It's all stock. It does have a D15 B2. The original motor, I'm assuming, went out at some point because this thing has 415,000 miles on it, which is crazy because just looking at it, other than the paint being faded, like, it looks pretty clean. You wouldn't think it has that many miles. I think this thing has less body damage on it than mine does. We've been kind of dailying this thing around. Here's the interior. We need a new steering wheel. Ron is actually probably gonna take the one off of, not this wagon, but the one on the other side of it for now, because I don't really care about it. Oh my god, guys, check this out. Look at this unbroken climate control, and it fully works. This car actually has AC and it all works just perfectly. I'm so jealous because my CRX has a broken one. Not that I would ever run AC in my CRX, but I'm just still salty about it. The interior is still nasty. We haven't cleaned it yet, but it's like clean in a sense that it's like all there and the carpet's not in terrible shape. Of course the seat is, but you know, you gotta expect that. It doesn't have all the back interior, but it has most of it. So we actually bought this from my friend Randy that we buy like all our cars from. We bought the wagon from him as well, that one that y'all have already seen before. So just been kind of dailying this thing around. It's a good little gas saver. AC works. Sometimes it doesn't start, so we roll start it. Oh yeah, I forgot the door is damaged on this one, but I mean, it's just a door, so it's not that big a deal. The AC unfortunately does kind of drag the car down quite a bit. Like when you turn the AC off, you can like instantly feel the power come back, but hey, it works. So that's Ron's little toy now, so he can match me, my little CRX over there. I guess since we're over here, we got this S14 shell from our friend, our longtime friend. I used to see this car in action. It used to have an RB26 in it, or RB25, I always get confused. But he since then got a S15 that he put that motor into, and the shell's literally just been sitting forever. So we ended up buying it off of him. We're still trying to figure out what motor we're gonna put in it. I honestly want to do a case swap. Shoot, because RBs and 2Js and all that is so expensive, and we don't really want to do an LS swap. It would be a cool case swap car. But it already has Z32 front brakes on it. These wheels will be gone. These are just the wheels that came on the car. I think these are actually the wheels that came on. Yeah, we got it from his S15, so he just threw them on here and took the wheels that were on here, which were 350Z wheels, you know, the nice ones that everybody likes, and he put them on his car. So that's just what we ended up with, but we won't be keeping these. It's just wrapped blue. It's maroon underneath. It has kooky taillights, which were actually mine at some point. I used to part out a lot of 240s, and I had a kooky shell that I parted out. And I actually had these on my S14 that I used to have, and I was getting ready to sell my S14, and he's like, hey, you want to sell me those taillights before you sell the car? And so I sold them to him for $300, and that was like, it seemed like a lot at the time, but these freaking taillights were worth like $600 now. They're like double. But anyways, this is a really clean shell. It's all complete. It does have a custom sunroof, which we're not super stoked about, but it's okay. I can't really see the interior very well. The dash is cracked, but it's not like terrible. We do have the steering wheel for it. He gave it to us. It's actually a really nice Sparco steering wheel, so that's awesome. Interior is really clean. Like, most 240s are freaking gutted and just terrible, but this one's really nice. So here's the original maroon color. The back interior, or I guess the back seats, are missing, but he has all the seats. He will be giving them to us. They're in his storage, and he just has to find time to go over there and get them. Yeah, the interior will be complete. The door panels don't match, but hey, at least they're in good shape. Update on the Cressida. You guys already have seen this car, but we posted it up for sale. The motor's no good. It ran, but it had a bad head gasket. But we ended up, before we bought this car, we bought just the valve covers off of it because we had another Cressida we were fixing up, so we came to buy parts off of this one for ours, and then we ended up buying this car. We pieced it back together. It hasn't been wrecked. It's just the guy actually was parting it out to fix his car because he got T-boned. So when we got it, it didn't have doors on this side. We bought those doors to put on here, and we bought the interior stuff. But yeah, we're just trying to sell this thing because we're not going to get to it anytime soon, and it would be a good drift shell for somebody or whatever they want to do with it. Whew, you guys, I'm out of breath. This is a lot of talking. I don't think I've introduced you guys to our new trailer yet. So yeah, we bought a trailer of our own. As y'all know, my dad usually picks up all my cars for me. You know, he's the only one with the trailer, and I'm so grateful for that. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have half the cars that I have now because most of them had to be trailered from where they were. But yeah, we got this 20-foot trailer with the 4-foot dovetail. And we've been using this thing so much, it's insane. Like, I can't even tell you how many cars we've towed on this thing. But the reason why my loot is up here is because we're actually going to take it to my shop at my dad's house. So I'm going to start working on it soon. There's really no point in it being here because everything I'm going to do it over there. So I just figured we'd just get it out of the way since we're kind of overloaded with cars. If y'all remember, there was a white S13 hatch next to the EG hatch, but it is sold. So I ended up selling the S13 hatch to this really cool guy. His name's Elijah, and he actually knew about my channel, my YouTube channel, before he even knew that it was me. Because he was telling us that, hey, this girl around here has this YouTube channel and whatnot. He was like talking about it, but he didn't realize it was me. And then we sent him the link to my channel, and he's like, yeah, that's her. And he's a really cool guy. It was really cool to meet him. It's always nice to meet people that, you know, watch your channel. And so that was awesome. He's so cool. He has the S13 hatch already that's really clean, fully caged. And it was just a nice experience meeting him. Also, when we sold him the S13, he gave us a free, I think it's an E46 shell. I'm sorry, I'm not really good with BMW stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's E46 coupe shell, because he said his parents didn't want him to have too many projects at the house, and if he was gonna get the S13, then he needed to get rid of that. So he just gave it to us for free. We just had a trailer at home. So that was really cool. Elisha, if you're watching this, you're awesome. Thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you. And thank you for watching the channel. That's awesome. I'm sure y'all been seeing this wagon in the background while I'm talking. You're like, what the heck is that? This thing was another Facebook Marketplace find. This guy was just trying to get rid of it because the city was on his butt about it. He just needed it gone, so I got it for $500. It does run and drive. It has a D16 Z6 swap. It doesn't run great. I'm not really sure what's up with the motor yet. That's just something I'm gonna have to dive into and figure out. But it will still start right up and it'll drive, but it is automatic. But you know, I figured for 500 bucks a running and driving wagon, like shoot, with the SI wheels, and those wheels are worth like 300, 350. So I really couldn't pass it up. I'm gonna start it up for you guys here in a second, but I just wanted to show y'all. Like, look at all these stickers. He said he was going for the rat rod effect, which is cool. I mean, I ain't hating. It's definitely a lot different from our stock wagon, so it's cool to see something different. He had all the stickers on here. Sorry guys, it got windy over here. The wind was blowing towards the building, so the building was blocking it, and then I guess it changed directions. But look how slammed this thing is. Oh my god. Let me show y'all the interior real quick. Has an NRG steering wheel. How many miles does this one have? 188,000. He had this piece off. I just kind of set it up there, but obviously it needs to be put back on all the way. Has a wink mirror or whatever you call it. No headliner. Dynamat on it. It's because this car had a system in it with, see those giant speakers? So it's 2 giant speakers, and there was like a wall, which it's laying over there on the ground if y'all can see it. Yeah. And it was like a wall in here for the speakers. So that's why this car was done how it was, because it was, you know, for the system, which is cool. But look at this structure piece. I don't know, but oh my god, my freaking watch is blowing up. But yeah, the seat's toast. It is what it is. Interior's not like great. The seats are back there. I just need to put them back in. I think I'm gonna try to fix this thing up as best I can and sand it down. A lot of it's sanded down, but I gotta get all this rust off and probably just put it in black primer and see if I can get it running good. And I'll probably resell this one as well. Like I said, I just jumped on it because it was so cheap. Let me go ahead and start it up for you guys. Guess I could show y'all the engine bay real quick. You know, it's not great. I don't even know what the heck is going on here, but yeah, it's kind of a mess. I will admit it's not the cleanest swap, but it runs. There's just like wires everywhere and lots of things going on. The HIDs do work. That's the Z6. This thing actually sounds kind of crazy. Like when he started it, I wasn't expecting it to sound how it does, but it's interesting. Oh, it has a full-size Mishimoto radiator, so that's pretty cool. The front end's actually pretty straight too. But yeah, anyways, like I said, let me start it up for you guys. 1 second. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay, I guess the key wants to be stubborn. Yeah, it sounds a little rowdy, huh? So yeah, that's that car. Just another $500 clunker. It doesn't sound like it runs that bad when it's just running, but when you try to drive it, like, it doesn't really have any power and it doesn't really go anywhere. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not gonna drive it right now. Definitely has some issues, but I'll try to get it fixed up. I guess the last thing to show you guys is the C10 truck. So Ron picked this truck up off the marketplace, and the guy that owned it was really cool. We talked to him for hours and hours, and he had a lot of cool stuff. Lots of LS swap trucks like this, and LS swapped everything. He was just letting the shell go. The guy bought it with the motor. It had like a real souped up motor and everything, and I think he paid like $5 grand for this truck with it, you know, with the motor. But the guy, see how it has the hood cut out? It had a big blower on it, and it had just been sitting outside in the rain, and the motor filled up with the water, and the guy's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you it's been sitting outside, after he done bought it and everything. So the motor, he said he drained, I don't even know how many gallons of water out of the motor. It was just toast. And oh yeah, poor guy spent all that money on this thing. Just, you know, he basically bought it for the motor, and then the motor ended up being trash. So I feel bad. That really sucks. But yeah, we picked this truck up. It's just a Shell C10. I think it's a 69. I get confused. But yeah, Ron just wanted this because he had a choice. You know how everybody gets their first car, right? Well, for his first car, he either could choose a truck like this or a Tiburon. And he freaking chose a Tiburon. He's regretted it ever since then. So he just wanted to get another one. And we want to probably LS swap it eventually too. The guy actually said he had a motor for it that he would give us, and some wheels he would give us, and all kinds of stuff. He was a really cool guy. So it's also cool buying cars from people or selling them, because you really meet a lot of cool people sometimes. Ugh. I'm trying to show y'all the interior, but oh, there we go. Yeah, not much to see here. There's no seats or nothing. Just the dash and the front panel where the cluster goes is missing, so it needs some work. I don't know when we're gonna get around to that, but it's just another project. Ron actually thought about reselling it just for what he got out of it, because it was kind of an impulse buy because it popped up and he was trying to jump on it, which I totally understand. These trucks are getting really expensive and getting hard to find, and they're really desirable. So I don't really know what we're gonna do with that one yet, but it's part of the fam now. I need to get back to work on this thing. I need to finally figure out what the heck is wrong with it, get it running right. This thing, there ain't even anything wrong with it. I just need a new ignition, and yeah, I guess that's about it, because it runs and drives as is, and it runs really good. I actually dailied it for a while. Now I got so many projects, I don't even know where to start, but I think we should be good on projects. I don't think we have any reason to buy anything else. If anything, we need to sell more stuff. Speaking of selling stuff, y'all remember the blue Civic Si sedan that I did the Max Heating Rods coilovers video on? I actually sold that car recently. So I decided I didn't want to daily it, so we got the CRX now. It's a gas saver. It's fine. I just really didn't feel like we needed that car, and so I let it go. The guy was really cool. He said he's been enjoying it. He did have to adjust the clutch pedal and the clutch master cylinder, but he said other than that, it's been a great daily. It's been a gas saver, and he's really enjoying it, so that makes me happy. But yeah, so we've been buying and selling stuff, but I think we're done buying stuff. Like, this is enough. This is too much. I seriously feel overwhelmed looking at all these cars. But that's fine, because that's plenty of content, plenty of things to do to keep us busy. Trust me, those two CRXs, they will be on my channel. Ron said, I just want the cars, you can do whatever you want and make content on them. So trust me, I will. Like, the more EFs, the better for me. So that's fine with me. I still haven't found my perfect sedan yet. I have found one, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend on one, but I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still on the lookout for it. So if anything, if I do buy anything, it'll probably be an EF sedan. But other than that, I think we're good. But that's okay though, because like I said, I plan to sell the EK Coupe and the EK Hatch and the wagon once, you know, they're good to go. Whew. it is hot out here and I'm out of breath. But yeah, there you go guys. I know this isn't like a fun video, we're not really doing anything, but I felt like I needed to update you guys on everything because a lot has happened since I updated you, and I just want y'all to be up to date with everything. So when we move forward from here, y'all know what's going on, you know what we got, you know what we're working with, you know, it'll just flow better, I think. I hope y'all enjoyed this update. Hopefully we can figure out the situation with the max peeling rods so we can get a max peeling rods video out. For now, we have plenty to work on, so plenty to make videos about. So I'm pretty excited to get started. I'm not really sure what I'm going to start on yet. I might try to get this EK ready to sell. I don't know if y'all even want to see EK content. If you don't, it's fine. I wasn't sure if y'all wanted to see me put the B series swap in the EK hatch or not. But if not, that's fine. We got EFs for days, so we can probably... I wouldn't mind making a video on trying to get that white Cyrex running, see if it'll start, see what it'll do. So yeah, don't worry guys, more content coming. We got so much to do. So yeah, I hope this update wasn't too boring for you guys. I was hoping to get a max peeling rods video out first, so it'll be a little more entertaining, because my last video wasn't very entertaining either. It was just wagon maintenance. It'd be like that sometimes, but don't worry, things will get more fun. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Y'all always leave positive comments and it really makes me feel good. It really keeps me motivated and happy. So thank you guys. Yeah, just stay tuned, lots more to come, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.